Welcome, beautiful creatures of all sorts. Star seeds, light workers, seers, dreamers, empaths, whatever it is that your spirit entitles itself. Welcome. I am honored to have you here. My channel's entitled I Am So Pisces. I am a Pisces sun. I'm a spiritual healer. Honoring the seven sisters, the universe has reminded me that I'm a very powerful star seed, called to teach that wisdom is neither learned or obtained, but actually remembered. And all the secrets of the universe are actually within. Here, I'm going to tear down those walls of religion, so there's no judgment and there's no separation. In fact, we find out that there is really no such thing as good and evil. There is only light and dark. And after that, there's only positive and negative energies that remain. As the collective, we are able to absorb the darkness and the negativity in the world. However, we need to remember the wisdom to be able to transform that back into light and back into positivity. In 2020, there's a mass awakening going on amongst the collective. Questions are arising like, where do I come from? What's my purpose? And why am I here? I do believe that if you are here, it is not by coincidence. I do believe that you are the collective and you are being called to action. All of my readings are timeless. So whenever you see this message, you were meant to hear it. If anything that I have said has resonated with you, I'm going to ask that you hit the like button and subscribe so that you can continue to join me here on my mission to pull on ancestor spirits, to pull on animal spirit, archangels, pulling on the universe, using the pendulum to tap in with spirit to be able to deliver these messages to you, and the tools that I was taught during my awakening that helped me through my ascension process. I'm going to ask that you pause here, you go get a piece of scrap paper, pick you up a journal, and please write the date and the time that you are receiving this message. Also, I'm going to give you angel numbers during this message. I want you to write down the message itself. I want you to write down the person and the situation that you are requesting on. And after the message, any feelings that you may have after hearing what I have to say. Thank you so much. And I pray that the message I bring you resonates with you and activates your light so that you can go out and activate others. Thank you very much. Alrighty, welcome back. The message that I bring today is for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, or if you're a person born November 29th through December 27th. Again, here I do honor that 13th sign. We can also associate you with fire. Please write down the date, which is April 5th, and the time where you are, and I'm going to write down the time that I am. Alrighty, we're going to be doing the 3 cards, the Mirror Within spread, using the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. In this particular deck, it's different. So the pages have been replaced with flower fairies, and the Knight, Queens, and Kings have been replaced with an astrological sign. So these are kind of like tarot oracle mix. Really, I feel more into tarot cards. So I will be reading the message that the illustrator is bringing to you, and then we will go further into the reading. And then the 1 card pull, we're going to be seeing which one of the keepers of the light is here with us and what messages they have to share for fire signs. Okay. Again, I'm a spiritual healer and a teacher, so I'm just sharing things that Spirit taught me to do, creating visuals. The universe to tell me you need to have a vision and remind yourself on a daily basis that all that you have is right at your fingertips. It's literally in the palms of your hand, focusing on our heavenly riches, not focusing on lack, depression, addiction, worry, defeat, abuse, focusing on the jewels that are in our heavenly crowns, the overflow, and then how our blessings just come out of nowhere. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Candles. Candles are very powerful. Candles they not only light up our physical world, but they also light up the darkness within. Different colors do represent different things. Pink for love, which we're using today. Green for money. White for peace. If you'd like to know the colors of the different candles, I'm going to encourage you to go and do your own work. Spirit did instruct me to get a little box to keep all of my sacred things, something private that is just for me. I picked up some crystals along the way. The 7 stones. Please check out that 7 chakra video if you have not. FYI, if you are new, this is the clear quartz. It can be used to cleanse anything and to set any intent within the chakras. So if you don't have much cash and you're just starting out, I would suggest just getting this clear quartz, and you can use that. You can tie a string around it and use it as a pendulum. It's very universal. My pendulum. Bring that up for the energy. And then to all my star seeds out there, again, honoring the 7 sisters, Pleiadians, just reminding of where I come from. Again, you don't have to use the things that I use, but I would suggest getting some things that just give you a vision, things that you can touch and feel, just to remind you that the healing elements of the crystals are here to heal you holistically, that you have all the riches in your heavenly places, as well as here on earth. We are all trillionaires here on this channel, and all the money that we need is right at our fingertips. We don't need money. We already have it. We just need to get in touch with the wisdom deep inside to figure out how to access that. Okay. I'm going to be using Dragon's Blood Sage. Dragon's Blood Sage is used for protection, energy, removing negative spirits, releasing bad habits, improving mental ability, promotes healing and wisdom. It also aids with grief, loss, love, healing, and protection and sexuality. And for me, it's just something about the smoke actually touching my cards. And the crystals. Just cleansing everything. Cleansing my aura. Okay. Now I am placing this clear quartz at the top of my crown chakra to open up communication in the heavenly realms, that chakra is open to receive all the angelic intuition and psychic insight. For my third brow, I'm going to stick my third eye, I'm sticking that quartz on my third eye right in between the brow, just to open up the third eye, and then the throat chakra, so that communication with me in spirit can be clear, and then communication with me and you may be clear. Okay, I'm going to explain to you the spread that we're using, and I want you to meditate on a situation or the person that you were inquiring about. The first card is going to represent the true feelings about the person or the situation. The second card is the true thoughts about the person or the situation. And the third is the true intentions. So feelings, thoughts, and intent. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Archangel Michael, Keepers of the Light, Guardians of the Light, Universe, Spirit, we're just calling on you right now to cut anything that is not serving us. Any generational curses, any demonic presences, anything evil, anything that is not of us. Evil does not exist. Oh, Lord. Wow. Evil does not exist. When things begin to fall, I just know that this is going to be a good reading. when things begin to fall. Wow. Okay. Clear and direct messages for fire signs, Spirit. Clear and direct answers for fire signs. Word for the collective to those who need to hear it most, Spirit. For those who need to hear it most, Spirit. For those who need to hear it most. What is it that the Spirit has to say to fire signs? Oh, man, what's going on? Okay. Clear and direct messages for fire signs. Clear and direct, oops, first card. And it is upright. Fascination. So the true feelings about the person or the situation is that they are fascinated with you. Okay. Fascinated. So either you're fascinated or they're fascinated or the situation's fascinated. A fascinating situation. We've got the King of Cups here. This is a court card, the King of Cups. So I'm going to read to you her message and then the meaning of the card. Okay. I want you to guard and take good care of what you love the most. So now it's time to guard and take good care of what you love the most. Keyword being fascination. A mysterious girl and her pet scorpion search throughout the world for living creatures who have not known what passion is or feels like. Once they find them, they will help them find something that they can apply their best interests to. When this happens, they will know what it is like to be passionate. Okay. The energy of the King of Cups is sensual, vibrant, and magnetic. The king, ruled by Pluto, the entity of regeneration and final outcomes, is associated with the Scorpio, who embodies passionate archetypes. Scorpio rules intimacy and death. Wow. So if it's about a person, the King of Cups denotes a person who is identically passionate about their creative venues and all that pleases them. When they feel something in their bones, they know that it is a sure thing. They will stop at nothing to obtain it. Once the thing is in their possession, they will protect it until they cannot no more. On the negative side, this may be a person who comes to be obsessive or over irrelevant things that serve no purpose. These things may be the simplest issues that turn into bigger issues. It's very difficult to talk to them about something even though you know it serves no purpose for them. And if it's a situation that you're inquiring about, the King of Cups represents a situation where you may want to be passionate over something, to have a sense of fulfillment. In order for you to be passionate for it, it must be something that you know will bring you absolute fulfillment. It must also serve a purpose in your life and help you in any possible way. On the negative side, you may want to be careful not to become too obsessive over things that have no solution and hope. These things will only lead you in the wrong direction and will eliminate your sense of finding what's really out there for you. You will have to learn to detach from things. You're going to have to learn how to detach. And there's Scorpio. So there's a Scorpio. There's Scorpio in your chart. Okay. Alrighty. So Again, that is in regards to your true feelings. Write down the number 2. Clear and direct messages for fire signs. Clear and direct messages for fire signs. Oops, there's the second one. 8 of Pentacles. Now this one is the true thoughts. So these are thoughts, feelings, thoughts, and intentions. So these are thoughts that might be rambling around. 8 of Pentacles. Beautiful illustrations here. And I love how each card tells a story. Keyword here being practice. Keyword being practice. So the message that she's bringing is, did you know that mastership cannot be attained overnight? It must start from the bottom. It must blossom from within you. A young astronomer and apprentice is doing her best in formulating and constructing a new galaxy and planets. On where humanity can live happy and healthy. She sees that our galaxy now has become corrupt, and she fears that every species, including mankind, will perish. Gathering everything her professors have taught her, all the hands-on skills that she has acquired in grade school, she applies to her new task. She knows that this will be a prolonged mission, one that will take time to perfect. But for now, she stands in an isolated realm where she'll apply everything she knows until it meets her expectation. So your thoughts are on practicing. Your thoughts are on meditating on this situation. Upright in the reading, this card represents acquiring a new skill, or better yet, a new talent. You will be able to gain the skills needed to do something that you've wanted to do. You will find yourself fully dedicated when working on a goal to receive the results you'd like. Everything you are producing will have steady effects. Live up to your potential and do whatever it takes. So make sure you write down that number 8. Very sad because of the things going on around you right now. Okay. All right. And now the intentions regarding this person or this situation. The intentions regarding this person or this situation. The intentions. The intentions. Ooh. 6 of Cups in reverse. So this cup is reversed. When I'm reading the message, I'll have it upright just so you can see the illustration. But remember, it is reversed. 6 of Cups reversed. I understand that history and memories can only fulfill you up to a certain point, and they belong in the past. It never hurts to look back once in a while. Ooh, reminiscing and memories. The spirit of a reminiscing young lady walks through a friendly and lively woods. She hears sudden jolly giggles echoing around her. As she looks at her surroundings, she sees 3 cheerful seahorses. They're fairy seahorses, jumping and flying about, calling to her undivided attention. She has the slightest recollection of meeting these entities before, but she can remember quite clearly the brown butterfly in front of her, which reminds her she has indeed met these friends in her life's past. In the city of Atlantis, she is bombarded with blissful flashbacks about her past. Wow. So you may be reminded, like me, reminded of where you come from and what you are here to do. However, the cup is reversed. The 6 of Cups is reversed. Make sure you write down that number 6. Okay. When reversed, this card implies that you are too caught up in the past. The mindset has you neglecting your present and blinding you in every future. You are suppressing past memories that might hurt if they resurface. You may be unable to think about your future because you're so stuck in the past. So yeah, you've got to move on. Especially with that number 8. 8 being the number of new beginning. I mean, you're mixing something up here, but with the 6 of Cups in reverse. Also write down the number 3. The number 2 again. It's great to have memories. There's a metamorphosis taking place. I just want to say with this Scorpio card, be careful of this fascination, especially if it's a person. You might get stung. I just got that. You might get stung. Be careful. You really need to be practicing and get out the past. So if this person's in the past, you got to let them go so you can move forward. New beginnings. Okay. So that was our 3-card spread. Thank you, Spirit. The Mirror Within. Now, Spirit, we are asking that you send one of the guardians of light to light our way. To give us a message that fire signs need to hear the most. Calling on the keepers of the light, guardians of the light for our fire signs. Messages that they need to hear the most. For the messages that they need to hear the most, Spirit. What is it that they need to hear the most? Clear and direct answers, please. For fire signs. Oh, there it is. Wow, Lady Nadia. Lady Nadia, your heart is awakening. Awaken to the acceptance of the divine love and receive balance. Wow. That is why you're here on this channel. Please hit that subscribe button if this is resonating with you. If you don't know who Lady Nadia is, I will read to you who she is and then the message that she's bringing to you as one of the keepers of the light, guardians of the light. Thank you, Lady Nadia, for your presence. Alrighty. Lady Nadia is said to be another incarnation of Mary Magdalene. But even if she is, the energies are slightly different. Lady Nadia is a mighty spiritual presence of love who once existed in the land of Atlantis. Wow, we have an Atlantis. See, write that word down and read up on Atlantis and see what that does for you. She is the light force to help us awaken our heart to the divine love we deserve. The light keeper whose essence allows the light within our heart to expand, revealing a true, real, naked, and vulnerable aspect of our soul. She brings an opportunity to experience divine love, whether through a relationship, adventure, or an experience. The message that Lady Nadia brings to you today is the care of your heart is opening wide. The cave of your heart is opening wide for you to experience divine love. You have an opportunity to overcome the past, heartbreak, and letdowns. This is a wonderful time to cherish and love yourself. Then allow yourself to be cherished and loved by others. If you feel love revealing itself clearly in your heart, have courage and move into a state of trust that you were reminded that when true love is present, when divine love is present, there are no boundaries. Wow. There aren't any boundaries at all to overcome. And it will be there, clear, pure, and real for you to experience. Your relationship may bring or may be being brought into harmony on all levels of your life. Give and receive divine love to yourself and those around you. Definitely got to get over your past here, Lady Nadia. Alrighty, y'all. Well, I do hope that some of that resonated with you. Take care. In conclusion, and let me say this. Our ultimate purpose here, collective, is obtaining self-worth. A lot of us, when we were dropped here, were dropped into broken homes and bad situations because we were called to break that generational curse. So if you've ever been called weird or crazy or evil, I'm here to encourage you and remind you, sweetie, you're not weird. You're not crazy. You're not evil. In fact, you're very powerful. You are the truth. You are the light. You are the collective. See you next time. Bye.